stress, try exploring options that don't have the screen in front of you. Go somewhere, go out with a friend, go chill somewhere, eat somewhere nice, and always have pretty sky pictures because
So how to accept the person that this is his trait, these are his side which I don't like, these are the side which I really like about him. So that's all about perspectives. So welcome all to Sound Minds, and today is our third episode. So let's welcome our guest for the day, Miss Paulomi Jyoti. Hi Paulomi, how are you?
I'm doing good. And what about you?
Yeah, even I'm doing great. And so let's have a quick introduction of Paulomi. She is a social media strategist by profession, and she works for a firm. And apart from her 9 to 5 job, she also does freelancing. So if you are looking for a social media strategist for your business, here we have one. So Paulomi is from Kolkata. So because I am really curious about new cultures and new ethnicity, and I'm sure most of the people are. So throw a little light on culture. How's the culture in Kolkata, and what are the practices, which actually helps in getting connected with people, or any tradition which helps us improve our mental health, and anything which helps us in relaxing.
So there's Bengali calendar alongside a English calendar. Okay.
আইলো 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 রে রঙে ভরা বৈশাখ আবার আইলো রে আইলো 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 রে রঙে ভরা বৈশাখ
So we look forward to these kind of festivals, the Bengali New Year, because it might not be relaxing, but it's a sense of enthusiasm that is
True.
in everyone's lives. We look forward to it more than the English New Year actually, because we get to wear new clothes on that day.
That's really great, really great.
Yes.
That sounds really interesting, relaxing, and which can bring enthusiasm in us. That how do you believe people around us impacts our life, like our daily life, and what role this as a support system, they as a support system play in shaping our personality?
People around us, maybe when we are living with a family, we are in a different state. When we are living alone at a different city, it's quite different from that. We might have friends who are really close. They affect us in a different way, and then when we go to, actually the stages of it are very different, I guess. But gradually, as years pass by, we somewhere get mature about that. We know how to deal with it, and we know the people around us who will be there when we are in a problematic situation. We may be sick, we may be we may be down sometimes. There are times when, apart from academics, we feel low. So, and they are your support system during that time. And as we gradually then grow and move on to our professional lives, things get a bit more difficult. And then you have different problems. You don't know how to act with your colleagues in certain situations. There are sexist remarks, there are remarks that you just can't agree to. It may be political, it may be about just yourself, or maybe about a different person whom you may not like, but they are there and they are not that bad. People's choices differ, but that doesn't mean that you will not give you will not actually be compassionate with them. So coming things, so yeah, these people are your support systems.
Yeah, absolutely agree. The way you mentioned about the people at your workplace as well. So obviously they matter a lot about accepting the people you talked about. So absolutely. So how to accept the person that this is his trait, these are his side which I don't like,
Yeah.
and these are the side which I really like about him. So that's all about perspectives. And yeah, this is a very mature way of looking at our
Yeah.
surroundings and people around us. Absolutely, I agree. And then I can see a lot of struggle you have dealt with. So you have actually adapted in different situations. And so, were there any, stressful situations, you handled? Was there any situation? It will be great if you can recall a situation that you actually felt that, yes, this was a very tough situation that time, and I really did this thing very well. Or maybe, yeah, you thought that, no, I should have done much better in that. Yeah.
Exactly. So the thing that happened is, but suppose I'm describing you how I want the tree to be drawn. Okay.
Okay.
So I gave you a description,
Okay.
and you just did what how you thought it to be. Okay,
Mhm.
how I have described it, how you have imagined it, and then you have put that down in a
Mhm.
paper. So it might be that I might not like that picture. It might not have reached that mark.
Mhm.
Okay. So while you do that and you constantly explain the person that no, this is not happening, this is not happening, and uh, he or she might not be able to understand that the the way she is deciphering my words is completely different from what I am saying or what I'm
She is
trying to say.
interpreting in a different way. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he is interpreting it in a very different way. But once it, I think it happened once only,
Mhm.
that I finally said that, okay, leave it, I will do it myself.
Okay.
But then I realized, no, this shouldn't be, because the way I had said that,
Mhm.
that wasn't the right way to talk to a colleague. Maybe sometimes it happens, but did I apologize to that person? I didn't.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't apologize directly. But the next day, I called her and
Mhm.
then explained it to her. So, yeah, things that can be corrected
Mhm.
by ourselves, by self realizations, by self acceptance.
Mhm.
So, but still, we can give a chance, or maybe be polite or a bit more compassionate towards that person who is unable to understand what I am trying to say. Maybe her level of understanding is not that much, and it's fine. So, I think we can be a bit more polite. At least I could have on that time. But it was such a situation that I literally thought, okay, leave it, just leave it. I'll do it. I'll manage how to do it. But I shouldn't have. So that was one of the learnings I got that day. And I felt so bad and so guilty that I went on saying everyone that I did this and now I'm feeling guilty. Because the next time she faces any problem,
Mhm.
there must be someone that she or he may talk to actually.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Maybe I can be that person. So
that's great.
yeah,
That's good. So you felt that communication might be something which can be improved on. So it's really good to
yes.
see that you really want to grow and not sound bossy to people who are assisting you and your colleagues.
Yes, because yeah, you can see when you are in our industry actually.
Mm-hmm.
So when social media marketers and graphic designers work together, so the
Mm-hmm.
graphic designers are already irritated by the social media managers. Okay, so because they want constant changes like the clients, and the clients' demands and the marketers' demands are always different.
Mm-hmm.
So in between, the graphic designers are stuck. Okay. So when you constantly give instruction to the graphic designer, this is not working, that is not working, they are like, you stay away from me. I will not talk to you. Just put me a mail and I will do the changes. Even if it's bad, I will do the changes. So how in your profession, how do you deal with these kind of situations?
So
And this profession is still needs a revamp in Indian mindset. Actually, as a
exactly.
psychologist, people even bother about taking a career counseling here. Like taking a career counseling means, oh my God, what has happened to my child? And there are already a lot of options available, but a lot of other unexplored options, they are still unaware of it, and they will still not
Don't want
try to dive into it. Yeah,
to.
and
And
children actually face that problem at a very large scale.
yeah, I really agree. And when a person hears this term mental health, so when they hear the word mental, they actually have that stigma around it, and they
Yeah,
like something related to psychosis. They don't
yeah.
understand that it is a normal thing of everyday life, just like our physical health. So
Health, yeah.
yeah, that is something which is really, scaring for me. Even
Yeah,
in.
because you see, there's already a stream called psychology. People are studying that, and still people are assuming that just studying, not studying, if people are facing some kind of mental health issues, that they don't identify as issues, but something as being just being what you call as a crazy person. Okay, you were
Absolutely,
not
absolutely.
understanding things, you were acting immature, or something has been bothering you, or how can a breakup hurt you so much?
I know. I understand. It's really difficult, and so that is why I started the podcast, so that there is some awareness, so that people know that even people like you and me are
Yeah,
have mental health as a everyday thing in our life. So this is what my motive is, and thanks for bringing up that question for me. Thanks a lot, follow me.
I mean, you will actually you have highlighted a very good point. In fact, this just now struck me that in any of the sessions or any of the workshops, even if it's getting conducted online,
Mhm.
so the mental word is not used. How to
Exactly,
meditate, or this kind of word, stress management, anger
exactly,
management.
exactly. So, what are the things like how this role as a social media strategist you feel influences or impacts a person, or what how it has shaped you as a person?
Media marketing is one of the fields where you can put in all your creativity. Okay, you need logic and creativity. So yeah, I chose this as my profession likewise, because somewhere I found that my childhood creativity and my professional creativity has a sync, and it can create a burgeoning effect actually. So yeah, that's why I chose this as a field. And social media overall, it actually has a drawback, it has a major drawback, because being in the social media
Mhm.
throughout the clock, so that takes a backseat actually, uh, physically and mentally. But as a professional, when you do that, even when you are not in the office, even when you are not working, you will have to you are still stuck in your phone in the real world. So I love my job, I love what I am doing, and I am interested to grow more here. With coming in of AI, things have gone easier but also difficult at the same time. But if you take it into a perspective of mental health, I find it quite exhausting sometimes,
Okay.
because you were working in the world of real,
Mhm.
and back home you are again in the seat of seeing that reel, because you have no other option. You were stuck into it, you were in a loop.
Okay.
So what will you?
There might be some other things that also do to unwind yourself from
Yeah,
work, maybe once a week or twice
yeah, yeah,
something,
I
such
do
some
that.
kind of unwinding activity, or some hobby. Or I know you're passionate about social media, but other than that, some passion which really motivates or boosts up the spirit. Is there anything else?
Yes, during the weekend, I crave for something good food, and that is not the Zomato or the Swiggy wala order food.
Okay,
So I try to make something nice, even if
great.
it's my comfort meal. That would be great,
That
but
is.
not the Swiggy, Zomato, the restaurant food. So yeah, that's one of the things I look forward to in the weekends. Though sometimes it's not possible. I do understand that, but yeah, I look forward to it. And also during the break times in office, when we go out. Uh, I love taking a walk. Though it's crowded, the place is way too crowded because there are other offices too. But yeah, there's a place just beside our office where you can have the best wind blowing over there. Like you can relax over there. But that's the only place that's not crowded. There's a good cafe, though it's posh, so we don't go there. We just sit outside of it. I go out in during the weekend, or maybe sometimes when I'm free. Okay, so it actually heals you in walking around calm places or peaceful places. In Kolkata, you will find the Ganges. Okay, so there are different ghats. During the evening time, It's, you will find people over there throughout the clock, you will find people over there, but still there will be places where people are just in their circle, so there's no one to disturb you. And it's quite nice actually, sitting beside a river. Actually it's my wish actually. I would like a place like that. You have said seen Little Things.
Yeah, I've seen.
So there's a scene where Kavya and Dhruv goes in that vineyard, and after that they sat on, say, there's a river I think flowing, and there's green grass, and over a mat they sat. So I long for a place like that, because it's away from the cities, away from the chaos, but it's so nice and it's so relaxing. That
Okay. So, yes, Paulomi, we talked about a few unwinding activities and things which you do in between the office breaks that were wonderful. And to mention about the hobbies and all those things. So, would you like to give any tip to our viewers or people from your field or any other field? So,
yes. Okay, so if I'm just talking about my profession over here, then I would say anyone who is an aspiring marketer, or maybe a social media marketer, anyone who is working in the digital era, working with social media throughout the clock. So, my one tip would be to abstain from social media when you are not working, because it actually hampers a lot of your mental health. It will ruin your mental health completely. I know that reels are an important part of real life, but yeah, being away from the reel and exploring the real world is a necessity nowadays. uh, Maybe take a walk, go somewhere, eat good food, but stay away from the screen as much as you can after your working hours. uh, I know that OTTs are the other talk of the town, right? But
mhm.
you need to relax yourself both physically and mentally at the end of the day, because most of the times it happens that the stress comes on ourselves because of not of the ample amount of rest that is required. So yeah, maybe during the weekends or when the days you don't have much stress, try exploring options that don't have the screen in front of you. Go somewhere, go out with a friend, go chill somewhere, uh, eat somewhere nice, and always have pretty sky pictures, because that is so nice, that is so relaxing and so calm. My entire day I just long for that sunset sky look, like during this June July times, that is so nice. The clouds that are that looks like a vanilla ice cream. While I was a child, I used to think that I would sit on top of that and have a scoop of it. So yeah, have childhood thinkings come true to yourself in your mind. Actually, be, just bring out the
Be the
child
child,
in
yeah.
yourself. Be be your weirdest forms, but stay away from the phone and the laptops.
So it is really wonderful to hear from a social media person that you should actually keep yourself away from the screen when it's not, it's not worth it.
That's actually ironic when I am saying it.
I deliberately avoided saying that. Yeah. Definitely. So thanks a lot for being here on this episode of Candid Conversation on exploring mental health. And I'm really grateful and glad that you actually gave so much of your time. Yeah. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for actually giving me this opportunity to speak on a podcast. This has been my first podcast, and I'm so happy.